Hello again. I've got an update. It's not so important, but I just want to let people know I'm still progressing on this project. It's a lot bigger project than I originally envisaged. There are so many pubs in central London, it's incredible. And of course, I have to qualify it. I don't go in every pub, but I do try and pass by every pub I catalogue, photograph it, and it does help me to see how it all fits together, if that's an appropriate expression, fits together. I'm talking about walking around central London, past all the sites, all the tube stations, but seeing where the pubs are located. So, where am I? I've got over 100 pubs now catalogued. Let me just move my ugly face over this side. And if we look in the back workings of Wordpress, we can see all these pubs here, and we can do a search within our personal database. Let's have a look for Duke. There must be a pub called Duke. Yes, there's a couple here, Duke of Kendal, Duke of York. Anyway, let's not talk too much about the individual records. Let's have a look at a page. And one of the pages, in fact, I've started to set up pages for certain areas. So, for example, if you're coming to central London and want to look for pubs in Charing Cross, the Strand area, which is a big tourist area in London, we've got these pubs, and I've set up by pub grouping, so you can look, for example, cash accepted. You don't want to use your card. Maybe it's you're losing currency exchange every time you use a card, so you want to use cash. So if we press this tab, now I have to admit I've not checked every single pub, so these are pubs I know for certain and at this time accept cash. 6 months later they may well make the decision to change, but so far I've been quite impressed by how many pubs in central London do accept cash, and obviously because of the amount of tourists who don't want to use contactless, I think it's a business decision. This may change in the future, but at least we've got the option to search. And for example, I've recorded historic pubs, sports pubs and Wetherspoons. Now if I go here for Charing Cross, I've not yet located a Wetherspoons close enough to Charing Cross. Go up into Soho, Charing Cross Road, there is a pub there I believe which is Wetherspoons, and if we go for a local search in, for example, Marylebone, and true to form, it's going a bit slow this morning, not sure why it doesn't normally, but we can search for Wetherspoons pubs in Marylebone, and here we are, Baker Street, and we can bring up more details and the link to the pub web page. We've also got a feature down the bottom here. You may wish to visit these pubs too, and they tend to be pubs in a similar area, the Marylebone area. So, local searches I've got now for Charing Cross, Marylebone, and the most comprehensive list I've got is for Paddington, and there's some cracking pubs in Paddington. What I do note down a site favourite when I particularly like a pub. This is a personal preference, you may differ, but it may help you if you're new to the area, you want to try one or two. Monkey Portal, for example, it's got a really nice beer garden. The Mitre, it's got really good food and seating arrangements, etc, etc. But that's just down to personal preference. You may particularly be looking for craft beers, and there's a craft beer pub in Paddington called the Bear, very well recommended. Or maybe if we do get some sunny days this summer, and we've had one or two, it's not been raining every single day, we've got a beer garden list. Okay, now that's about it. Local searches. The next one to come up is Camden, and I have to say that's the area I've been most impressed with. For many years, wrote off Camden as being kiddies town. All the tourists go there, all the young tourists, but my word, there's so many good pubs there. Whether you're into craft pubs, gastro pubs, a beer garden, there's so many beer garden pubs. So when I get that up, that's well worth searching for. I think it's quite a useful utility. I may have to stop working on this at some point if not many people are interested, but I find it interesting. And you can look for sports pubs. For example, there's a World Cup coming, not a World Cup, a football championship coming up in Europe. So if you wanted to look for a particular type of sports bar, I've got them here, although many pubs will show it anyway. And if you're looking for, as I mentioned earlier, cash accepted, you don't want to use this contactless rubbish, you want to use hard cash. I've listed some pubs where you can use your readies. Okay, so I hope it's been of use. Let's see how the website progresses. Will I get any customers, any viewers? Probably not, but it's been really interesting for me to set up this type of website in WordPress. Okay, so have a good stay if you're coming to London. Enjoy the weather if we do get any nice weather.